Okay, we have sound, we have video, and away we go. Hello, Ron Sisson here, Canadian PGA professional golf coach in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I just recently submitted, oh, these blasted gnats. I just recently submitted my Golf Channel instructor search. This video is going to be a little rougher than my other ones. We've got these terrible bugs all over the place here in Calgary right now. The mosquitoes are gone because it's fall and it's getting cold, but we got all these silly little gnats buzzing around. So I'll try to ignore them and just focus on creating this explanation video. You see, in the Golf Channel instructor search, you have approximately 8 minutes in which to try to divulge 25 years worth of teaching experience. Well, that's just not going to work. So I'm doing a series of YouTube videos to help you, the viewers who might have seen my video and wondering, what's all this Happy Gilmore stuff about? Well, I want to take some time to explain a little more clearly what exactly it is this real swing golf concept is about. Now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin with when I was a kid 10 years old. You see, when I was a kid 10 years old, I was essentially a skeleton with skin. I'm not a big He-Man muscular sort of guy, as you can see. And when I was a little kid 10 years old, my dad took some adult clubs and he snipped off a couple inches off the end of them, put some junior grips on them, stuck them in my hands, and then he told me, okay, Ron, here's the most important things. Keep your head still, keep that left arm straight, bend your knees, move a little closer, farther, keep your eye on the ball, turn your shoulders, etc., etc. Now you got to remember, I'm 10 years old. So am I listening? Of course not. I'm 10 years old. I'm looking around excitedly at all these people whacking these balls and they're soaring through space hundreds of yards, and I'm going, wow, this looks like fun. So I get up there. I'm basically ignoring my dad, and I look around and I see people swinging a club and striking a ball. So my little 10-year-old brain goes, okay, so you swing the club up over your shoulder. Whoa, this club is really heavy. Whoa. And so what ended up happening is that I learned to swing the club head correctly, and as I discussed on my audition video, freely, without any tension, because I wasn't strong enough. My scrawny little arms weren't strong enough to do anything to wreck it with tension. I swung fluidly because, again, I couldn't jerk the club around with adult strength. All I could do was just swing very fluidly as well. And the club, just its own weight and momentum swinging forward, naturally picked up speed. So right off the bat, at 10 years old, I had to swing correctly, freely, without tension, fluidly, with a smooth rhythm, and accelerating fast through the bottom of the swing arc where I impact the ball. Now, I simulate the feel of my 10-year-old swing today by holding the club gently with 2 fingers and 1 thumb of one hand and then swing. And when I do this, that's what my swing felt like when I was 10 years old. All I'm doing is hanging on to this thing that's got this really heavy, massive weight at the bottom. It swings back, I hang on to it, it smoothly swings around, and that's what happened. So my dad's nattering at me to tell me to keep my head still and my arms straight, and I'm basically going, whoa, I hope I don't fall over swinging this big stick around. Whoa! Now in the learning process, of course, back when I was 10 years old, I hit the ball pretty cleanly on the middle point of the face now, but when I was 10, like anybody else, I wasn't very accurate with guiding the path of the swinging club head into the ball. I would often strike inaccurately, blasted bugs, and so when I would, for example, swing high and miss it, or like on the last one I did a couple minutes ago, hit the ground and hit a little fat, when I wouldn't strike the ball accurately, like that one I caught it a little thin, I'm trying purposely to top it, but I didn't quite do it that time. There we go, that's about right. So when I would top it like that, or hit it off the toe or whatever, my dad would pipe up, oh, you're lifting your head, Ron, and you're bending your arm. Now again, I'm 10 years old, so I'm not even remotely listening to what he's saying. And by virtue of that, by ignoring him, trying to distract me from swinging the club freely, fluidly, fast, and instinctively becoming skilled at guiding the path of the swinging club head, I just naturally figured out the hand coordination aspect of hand-eye coordination skill. When I swung, what I felt, my scrawny little arms were skinny, and I felt that the club head was like this anvil weight at the end of the stick here. And as it swung around me, my little 10-year-old brain is just becoming more and more adept at feeling and sensing the path of this club head. And then I learned how to guide the path of it precisely through the ball. So now, whether I'm still doing my 10-year-old swing, did you hear the sound of my contact? Perfect on the money. Or whether I put both hands on, my swing still feels the same. So, over time, I gradually added proper grip, proper posture, proper setup, and I've tweaked the mechanics of my swing. But the underlying basis of my skill has nothing to do with my grip, setup, posture, mechanics, or anything. It has to do with the fact that when I was 10 years old, I instinctively began learning these basic concepts that are the heart of my real swing golf method. Swinging the club head freely, fluidly, fast, and striking the ball with the swinging club head, and hopefully, as you saw in my addition video, although the Sharpie markers are starting to wear off my club face now, within a 1/16 of an inch accurate of the center of the face. Just to give you another sort of sense of what that is, I'm a Canadian, and up here in Canada we have our dollar coin. I'm going to show you it close up. Now this dollar coin is, we fondly call it the loonie. You may not be able to see it, but there's a picture of a loon on the front, so it quickly got the nickname the loonie. And if you take this loonie and you turn it sideways and look at the thin edge of it, that is a 1/16 of an inch from this side to that side. So when you're hitting your golf ball on your club face, you got to hit it exactly in the middle, or hopefully within a 1/16 of an inch. Then you're going to hit some very powerful wow shots, right?